Welcome back to Bills, Bets, and Beers. I'm the host, Chad. This is going to be a video talking about the Thursday Night Football preview and my parlays I put in. Heads up, one's a wild one. It's plus 40,000. So definitely come check at least that part of the video out. This game's Raiders-Rams. Not much really to talk about too much, but there's still some good bets. I mean, they both have some big injuries on their defenses. So that's going to be coming into play with my parlays, and but yeah, let's get into it. Gonna be a pretty short video. I'd like to start off with the injury reports. If you guys have some feedback, if you don't like them, let me know. If you enjoy them, give me a like and comment as well. Just nice feedback for everything. Okay, let's start off with the Raiders. So Raiders, their defensive tackle, Andrew Billing, has a fibula injury, which sounds like someone's broken or bruised or whatever, but he did not practice all week and is out. Then you got John Brown. He has a hand injury. He's the interior linebacker, and he also did not participate all week and is out. Then you have cornerback Tyler Hall. He has a back injury. He did not participate on Monday. Was limited Tuesday and today. He's listed as questionable. The big one on here is running back Josh Jacobs. I got him in my fantasy. He's killing it for me. He's been limited all week, as usual the past couple weeks, because with his quad and calf injuries, those can be pretty tricky. But he's still questionable. I see him playing this game. Like, he was questionable all last week. They're trying to make a push to try, I don't know, to prove them. I think he's just trying to prove himself so he can get a better contract. But definitely something to watch out for. I think that should be a game time decision. Then you have cornerback Rock Ya-Sin, which is awesome, with a knee injury, and he did not participate all week and is out. So definitely very interesting on this one. Let's get right into those Rams. The quarterback, John Wolford, he has a neck injury. He didn't participate Monday, was limited Tuesday and Wednesday. He is questionable. That's big because they just got Baker Mayfield over there. So who knows? You might see Baker Mayfield suit up in with the Rams after a couple days of signing, which he's not going to know the playbook that well. Just going to basically give him a run, like probably 10, 15 plays to go through. Very basic stuff. So that will definitely limit what they're going to do. Wide receiver Lance McCutcheon, he has a shoulder injury. He did not participate Monday and was limited Tuesday, Wednesday. He's questionable as well. That's not a huge thing for them, to be honest, but they do have a lot of wide receiver injuries with Cooper Kupp out. So definitely, I mean, if he plays, he might get some targets. Then you have cornerback Troy Hill. He has a groin injury. He was limited participation in practice all week, and he's questionable too. This next one is huge. You have Aaron Donald, linebacker Trevin Howard, linebacker Terrell Lewis, and cornerback David Long, all out this week. That's massive for them. That's going to give the Raiders a big boost on their offense against a defense that was pretty stout before and is very limited now, especially in the cornerback areas. I mean, you already and even in the middle of the field, I mean, tight ends and running backs should eat this game. But yeah, let's get into these parlays. Like I said, these parlays are very interesting, at least to me, because I just did them just probably 20, 30 minutes ago. And I'm going to leave the wild one for the last of it. I'm going to start off with my 6-leg, no-sweat bet parlay. This is through FanDuel. Definitely check it out. You get $5 back if you lose, no matter what. So definitely something to look for. So even if I lose this bet, I'll get $5 in betting that I can put towards other stuff. First up, we got Cam Akers, anytime touchdown. I just think he's going to be the only thing really going on offense. They're not going to really trust Baker to throw it down the field too much. But who knows? Maybe they want to lose this game to get a lower seed a higher draft pick. Get that 1 seed, that 1 pick, you know. Then you have a Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown. I think it's easy for him to score, especially against a defense that's banged up in the middle and at cornerbacks. They're going to be. It's just the whole mixture isn't good for them. I put Cam Akers over 44.5 rushing yards. Then I had Josh Jacobs over 125 rushing yards. This is an alternate spread. His original one was 89.9, but I put him at 125 just because against this defense being all banged up, if he plays most of the game, he's going to get those yards. The only time, knock on wood, would be if he got injured, which would kill my fantasy, which that can't happen. I'm in first place now, I'm going to stay that way. Next one up, I got my Devontae Adams, 125 plus receiving yards. This is an alternate spread as well, so definitely something to look for. I took that because the odds are really pretty good, and he's been killing it lately. And with the damage, at least with all these riddled injuries in that defense, a lot of the cornerbacks and stuff like that, you have to think, with the linebackers, cornerbacks, all of them really pretty much hurt, Devontae Adams is going to blow up. It's just going to be a giant offensive game for this Raiders. And I'm not saying Rams aren't going to score because they're a little beat up too. And last but not least, we have the Raiders minus 6.5 spread. I'm choosing that for this one. I think they got that easy. I think they're probably going to win by 8 or 9 points. The Rams' offenses hasn't been the same, especially without Stafford there, without Kupp. I mean, the only one really going to be scoring points, I believe, is going to be Akers and maybe Higbee. Overall odds is 17,500, and I put $5 down because I put the no sweat bet, so I'm gonna get $5 anyways back, and it equals $881 back from that. Now on to the this is really crazy even for my parlays. It's only a 5-leg. I call it the 5-leg wild parlay, right through FanDuel as well. I got Cam Akers, 2+ touchdowns. That is, to me, that's wild to think. I've had him on fantasy all year, and I've not played him since week 1 because he is just trash. But last week had a little coming out party, not much yards in the ground enough, but he scored 2 touchdowns. I think with all these injuries on their offense and not having Stafford, now they're going to have to most likely play Baker. He's going to get more rushing attempts. And without having Cooper Kupp downfield to pass it to, I mean, you have, I think they have Jefferson still over there, but on Jefferson, he hasn't been getting any targets anyways as of late. He probably gets a little bit more now. But that rushing game has to come alive a little bit for them to even have a chance to have a possibility of winning and not look like absolute trash. And Cam Akers has to boost his own potential because I think he's coming up on a contract here as well. So it's something definitely to look for. But I chose 2 touchdowns because I think they are going to move the ball enough, especially later on in the game when they're probably down enough points. And he's going to be the one punching it in the end zone. Then you have Josh Jacobs, 2+ touchdowns as well. Like I said, that's why I said this is wild. It's most likely not going to happen. It's hard enough to pick 1, 2 touchdowns, let alone 2. But I think this game just features it. I think Josh Jacobs is going to be able to get in there twice. I would almost say 3 times, depending on how many points they rally this up. But if they feel like if they get up by a certain amount of points, that's the only problem with this. I think Jacobs is going to at least get 1, but he might be limited to that 1 because the amount of times he's actually on the field. Because if they go up by so much and Devontae Adams gets a touchdown or so, it's definitely going to be very interesting. Then you have Devontae Adams, 100+ receiving yards. This is an alternate spread as well. I chose this just because not getting the whole 125, but I know he's going to at least get 100 yards. Just to be a little bit safer on this aspect, but you're still getting a plus 180, 200 something on this. Then I put Tyler Higbee, 50+ receiving yards, alternate. I put that on there because they're lacking on wide receivers. With the injuries to John Brown, the interior linebacker, and just a couple of their other injuries, like the defensive tackle and stuff like that, I just think they're going to be open in that center enough for Higbee to get over 50 yards. And that gave me a pretty good boost. It's like plus 200 something. So definitely worth it. And last but not least, I put the Raiders money line. Being very safe on this, just in case you don't cover. So if everything else hits, I'm not screwed by that. Overall odds, plus 42,000. And turns my $2 into 100 to 841. Some would think I could have put that in the $5 bet. So if it hit, then I would be making good money. But either way, I'd rather put that $5 bet on something that might hit a little easier. But that's going to be it for my bets. I got some upcoming videos. I'm doing a Sunday Night Football preview and Sunday parlays. Monday Night Football preview and parlays. Bills versus Jets post-game reaction. I'm actually going to be there at the game. So I might do the video coming back out of the game, or I'm going to have some sort of video together of like the game time reaction actually in the game, and then a post-game reaction. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that. And then Bills versus Dolphins preview and prediction as well. That's going to... I got to get to my sponsors. I almost forgot them. Check out on Instagram, Crochet with Elisha. It's Crochet, WITHELISHA. That's my wife's Instagram. She does tons of stuff, makes tons of products. She makes gloves, hats, mittens, jackets, cardigans, anything you can think of for toddlers, babies, infants, full-grown adults, anything, any type of size you have, she can make it for you. Just a little bit extra yarn. Obviously, the more you grow. So, little yarn for babies, bigger yarn for adults. Then she also does beer koozies. Bikini tops, bottoms, anything you can think of. Even some dolls and stuff. They're really nice. So shoot her a DM if you want anything from that. She'll tell you the price, and then she can tell you how much it would cost us for the whole shebang. Then I got my buddy Evan. He's got his own YouTube channel over at Mr. Nasty Time. It's Mr. It's MR_NASTYTYYYME. That's 3 Y's after the T. Definitely worth checking him out. He does a lot of gaming stuff on there. Mostly doing some Modern Warfare 2.0, and then also throwing some Madden franchise in there now. He drops a weekly video of power rankings for the NFL, 1 through 32, the whole thing. And he does some UFC videos, breaking down the fight cards and stuff, and what you should bet on and what he's going to be putting bets on. That's going to be it for me. Definitely leave me a like, and if you can, you like the content, leave me a like and subscribe. Shoot me a comment on a feedback if you would like some on-site game day experience videos, because like I said, I'm trying to think of what I want to do and how I want to put it together, but definitely reach out to me, put a comment, tell me if you'd like something like that, and I'll definitely get something done if I get enough comments. But that's going to be it for me. Let's get a big Go Bills, and I'm out.